Hey YouTube, this is going to be yet another in a long line of pickup videos from me. Excuse me. Been a little bit under the weather lately. Have some kind of cold and allergy issues going on, so if you see me drinking water a little bit, I'm just trying to keep myself hydrated because I want to piss this all out of my system, whatever it is, if that even works. But let's start looking at some of this crap that I have here. I don't even know where to begin, actually, but we'll get it started real quick here. I guess I'll just start from the top of the pile. Recently, not too long ago, I did a transaction with a person on a Facebook group for loose action figures for sale, and he had a DC, not Universe Classics, but DC Superheroes Doomsday figure for sale for pretty cheap, and I decided to pick that one up because the bigger Signature Series figure is just a little bit out of my price range right now. And so here's the figure. It's really out of scale, but it's a decent looking and nicely sculpted figure. His face is made out of, hold on, I don't know if you can see that worth of shit. His face is made out of rubber, really flexible rubber. So are all these bone pieces and the top knot. This figure has really loose joints, so I don't know if he's going to stand up very well on his own. And he doesn't have any, peg holes in his feet because this was made, I don't know, before they considered doing something like that. And the seller threw in this DC Direct, I think, Superman. This is not something that they sold at retail, I don't think. It doesn't look like it anyway. I'm going to give this to my nephew because I have no use for it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to toss it into the box that I have all my DC Universe Classics figures in. It's a great line. I really wish Mattel would bring it back fully, more commit to the line. There is a new DC line out, but it's not made by the Four Horsemen Studios, and that's, the main reason that made them so nice, other than the variety of characters that you would get. I got this Hot Wheels Batman, this is an Arkham Knight Batmobile. I thought for a minute that it was the Batman v Superman Batmobile. I did see that at one point, but I didn't pick it up, thinking that I would see it a lot more, and I haven't seen another one since. But this is pretty cool. It has a different kind of like metallic paint job on it. Looks pretty neat. And I showed one of these last time. I don't remember which one. It was a Dino Riders branded Speed Demons Fangster. I don't remember if it was this one, this purple one, or if it was this green one. What happened was I was at the store and I saw this and I thought that I already had it. One of these two. I thought that I already had it, but it turns out that Mattel simply just recolored the vehicle, as you can see, and the packaging. See that? But they still have the same imprint on them that says Dino Riders number 4 of 5 on there. So it's basically the same thing, just a running change or a variation. I don't know what they did. And it's somewhat bothersome, but more for me. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to keep up with all that stuff, especially since I don't follow it on the internet or anything, or what's coming out. I just happen to spot them at the store, and if I see it, I grab it. If I don't, then I will either never know about it, or if I find out about it, I'll get it, one way or the other. So I've been holding off on showing off the toys that I've been getting, because Masters of the Universe Classic stuff from Matty Collector has been getting delayed very badly since the beginning of the year. This is the March figure, and I just got it earlier at the end of, not the end of April, it was actually the beginning of May. That's how far off things have been pushed back. Anyway, this is a Voltac figure. This figure is a character from the Princess of Power cartoon. He was in a couple of episodes. He's basically a vulture man, and in his hand, that red thing is a crossbow. That's a Horde crossbow. They basically style the crossbow to look like the character itself. The wings are from the DC Universe Classics Hawkman figure. Good paint job on the head there. His eyes are even and not derpy, as a lot of these figures tend to have derpy eyes these days. The other hand has a leash, but nothing attached to it. In the cartoon, he had a character that was like Cowl, the little owl guy. Basically the Orko of the She-Ra universe. As a slave, and I think at a later date that's going to show up with either another figure or maybe an accessory pack that they haven't announced yet or revealed yet. But that's a cool figure, and one that I've been looking forward to for a pretty long time. And the next one up is one that I managed to score during an early access sale last month. This is the Chase figure for the year. They do this every year now, I guess. It's not very fun for me or for other collectors, but it is the Anti-Eternia He-Man. Now, if you're wondering what the fuck that is, you have good reason to. This was only described and not shown ever in a German audio tape or record or play or something like that. He was basically described as he appears here. I love the way that they changed the color on the packaging to match this this black-skinned, red detailed evil He-Man figure. He comes with like five weapons. That's a lot for one of these guys these days. Back in 2008, they used to come with quite a bit of accessories, and now you're lucky if you get one. But yes, this is a very cool grab that I got. Here's the back of the card there. And I'll intend to open these eventually. I have a whole lot of them that I've just not opened yet, due to not having a way to display them properly. I don't have shelves, and I don't know when I'm going to get some. And let's see here. This is the Horror Hound magazine that I was looking for last time to show you guys. I don't know why I don't know why I picked these up. I don't know why. I left my entire collection of these in Tucson, and a lot of the ones that I had were actually fairly collectible, and kind of wish I still had them, but you know, I don't, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to get any other ones. The back issues, that is. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. So that I don't have my voice start cracking up on you. And I'll probably be periodically doing that here and there. I got a few, not many, just a few games. I'm going to show you those real quick. Just put these down right there for a second, and then we'll get back to some. You know what? Let's just keep on with the toys first, and then I'll show you the games and then the movies, and then that'll be that. Okay, so continuing with the DC comic stuff. 30th anniversary of the Dark Knight Returns is this year, and if you've been to a Walmart lately, you've probably seen these. This is the Dark Knight Returns Superman figure with the weird pompadour, and it basically uses the Masters of the Universe Classics body. And then here is the Batman figure in the classic gray and blue colors. This is basically the same figure that came out a few years ago, but with a new head sculpt. Here's the one that came out a few years back. As you can see, this one's got an open mouth grimace, and he's got the big black bat logo on his chest like the comic. You can see that. Here's the other one. See? So I'm pretty happy to have those. There is a basically like an army builder figure, the Sons of Batman, and they come with it's basically just a Kyle Rayner figure with a new head and a new paint job. That's all they did, was reuse the Kyle Rayner body. And he comes with a torch, and yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. I haven't picked that one up because, you know, I don't think I need it. I'm not a huge completist as far as weird shit like that goes. I do want to get like the DC Universe Classic stuff that I don't have, but these odds and ends that fit in, I'll just get the ones I really like. Same thing is going on with the Star Wars Black Series, and if Hasbro continues to do what they are doing right now, which is short packing the shit out of desirable figures, putting them one per case, then I'm just gonna stop fucking buying them all together. But a while back, a couple months ago, I got the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader figure from Walgreens. This is exclusive to Walgreens. It's actually fairly easy to find, unlike the prototype Boba Fett that came out in 2014. This is a better head sculpt than the Darth Vader that came out before, so I actually have 3 of these, and one of them is loose and upstairs. And I want to repaint the head on one of them so that it will just be black instead of the translucent purple with the skull revealed underneath. And keeping with the Walgreens exclusive, here is the yellow classic Daredevil here. This is to fit in with the Spider-Man line that had the not Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider and Kraven and Ghost Rider and such. Pretty cool variation of the red Daredevil figure. This Matt Murdock head is actually a Hawkeye head from a while back. Excuse me. And I have 2 of those just because. And yeah, let's move on to these video games that I picked up. Okay, I got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for Vita. You can use the touch controls to kind of kick ass at the game, which is funny. I managed to get the case that I needed for Lego Batman's 2. DC Superheroes. Before that, I had only the shitty GameStop cover, and now I just need to get the case for Touch My Katamari, because all I have is the shitty GameStop cover for that. I do have the game, I need the cover. And I also picked up Little Deviants which this is just a tech demo for the Vita. It's not a very good game. It's okay for, you know, short bursts. It's not a very good game, I don't think. I like other games better. And let's see here. I picked up Thor: God of Thunder. This is not that great. It's okay. It's just kind of a 3D beat 'em up, if you will. It's similar in ways to, you know, Devil May Cry, God of War. It's just a gauntlet, I guess, maybe a little bit. It uses the TrioViz 3D glasses that I have that I showed in a different video. And I got Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, which is kind of a obnoxious video game. After I didn't know that it was going to be presented in the way that it was. It's kind of juvenile and weird and lollipop chainsaw-ish, and it's a weird, perverse sense of humor. I don't know. It's not a terrible game. It's just a little bit, I don't know, embarrassing is a word I could use to describe it. Oh gosh, here are all the Blu-rays I've picked up over the last month, which has been quite a few. Video's long already. Could have done all of these individually. Okay, so here we go. I got here the director's cut of Dark City. I have not seen this version of Dark City before, so I'm pretty happy to get this. I do like the movie a lot. It's a really good, underrated science fiction movie. Definitely check this shit out if you haven't seen it. This was the second movie directed by Alex Proyas. It was the first movie directed after The Crow, which that movie took a toll on him because of the accident that happened on the set, which left Brandon Lee dead. Very good movie. Definitely check that one out. And I am referring only to the theatrical release, which is the only version that I've seen before, but it's a good movie with a good soundtrack and good actors. Next up is Event Horizon. This is probably the only Paul W.S. Anderson movie that I actually like, because he didn't write the fucking thing. This movie is a horror movie in a spaceship, kind of like Alien. Except it's a bit gorier, and it doesn't have an alien. It has, think of the movie The Black Hole from Disney, and then make it a lot scarier than that movie was. When I was a child, that movie was fucking terrifying, but this is like an adult version of The Black Hole by Disney. And if you don't remember, when The Black Hole came out, it was rated PG, and people were kind of freaking out that a Disney movie was PG. And that was because Anthony Perkins gets his guts torn out by a robot. Let's see. Got Heavy Metal. Kind of a classic animation. Special edition version of that. It's a pretty good upgrade from the standard definition DVD. That took a while for it to be released on home video on DVD because of the music rights. Picked up Gremlins. Fun little Christmas film here. And going with that theme, picked up Krampus. This was actually sold out at Walmart when I went to pick this up. The day it came out, I got the very last copy they had on Blu-ray, and it wasn't even on the floor. They had no standard definitions at all, and a guy managed to find one for me, which was pretty cool of him, because it didn't look like I was going to be leaving with that movie that day. And I went there the same week, and they still didn't have any copies of it except for two standard definitions. They were like completely wiped out, and they had nothing but empty slots and an entire section dedicated to that fucking movie. And I should say it's very similar to Gremlins. It's in the spirit of something you might have seen back in the 80s. It's fun. It's kind of divisive the way people have reacted to it. Like it's not a real horror movie. Well, yeah, but it's a fun movie, so enjoy it. And anyway, picked up 28 Days Later. This was at Walmart for $6. I haven't seen it since it very first came out. We went to see it in the theater. I didn't like it on my first viewing because I was too busy comparing it to David Cronenberg's Rabid and George Romero's Day of the Dead. I thought it was kind of a rip-off of both of those movies, but I'm going to give it a second chance. And I think the soundtrack kicks ass. It sounds like Godspeed You Black Emperor. Anyway, picked up Kick-Ass 2. This was not as good as the first movie, but it was still fun. So. And yesterday, I got this movie, The Boy, not to be confused with the other movie, The Boy. Haven't watched this one yet, but we'll probably got that one coming soon to our TVs. And of course, I picked up Deadpool. If you haven't picked this one up, the redemption code for the digital copy has a fucking how to check your testicles for cancer guide. Really, it does. And last thing I got here, movie-wise, is Blu-ray-wise. Sorry, I have more. And the last one, I just got this one today, and it is Miami Connection. I ordered this not really long ago. I got it 2 days after they shipped it. It came today. They shipped it out Monday. It came today. Today is Wednesday. And that is not all yet. So let's keep going. Okay, so I bought my wife Supernatural Season 9, which we're almost done here. I'll be getting her number 10 very soon, as she does love that series a lot. This is Justice League versus the Teen Titans. Haven't watched this one yet. I think it's kind of interesting and suspicious that DC would release this the same month that another movie with versus in the title was in theaters, but this one looks like a vastly superior one. Yeah, it does continue on in the whole Damian Wayne arc that's been going through these animated films since the Son of Batman movie came out. This is something I picked up a while back. I forgot to bring it down here for the pickup video. And it is the Feeding Frenzy that I bought off Amazon. This cost me $50 fucking, but I wanted it, so, you know, that's that. It came in a damaged case, not damaged by shipping, just damaged because it was used, and I have a better box that I put it in to make it look nice and new. This movie was fun. It's not that great, but here it is. I was also kind of concerned that it was going to be a burned copy, but it isn't. It's an original one, so happy with that. $50 fucking that I spent on that. If only just for all the extras that are on there. And the last thing I picked up was a CD at Walmart here. This is Alice in Chains. Nothing Safe, the best of the box. So I guess this is like a sampler from a box set that I don't recall coming out. I worked in a record store when this says it was released in '99, and I don't recall ever seeing this. There was a different like best of record, or maybe that was the same one. I don't remember for sure. And I put my name on the promo, hoping that the boss would give it to me, and he peeled it off right in front of me and saying, "Nope, I'm taking that one home." That's what he told me. There's another drink of my water. This is not bad water. It's very watery. Got a box of Slim Jims, and it has a zombie on it, so I'm wondering if it's actually implying that this is made out of dead human meat. Some candy bones. Some Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy, Laffy. Yeah. Some of those. What else? Yeah, a little package of Oreos. So yeah, that's my pickups right there. I hope you like that. Alright guys, sorry that was so long, and let me just step back a little bit. Catch you guys later. Probably not going to be buying very many video games anymore until I have a new console. That might be a ways off. The only video games I'm probably going to be picking up are for the Vita, and maybe some PS3 stuff. I have way too many PS3 games just sitting in a box right now, and I don't have time to play all of them, so I just need to stop buying them, because I'm never going to get around to a lot of them, and at the rate I'm going anyway. And you know, time is short, so if you're looking for pickup videos about video games, you're probably going to be sorely disappointed. It's mostly going to be movies and toys from now on, with the occasional video game stuff. I'm going to be working on some other things for this channel as well, now that I'll be freeing up a good portion of the time. It's just a matter of me being motivated enough to do it. Anyway, thank you for hanging in there through the end of this video. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, all that bullshit. You know how fucking YouTube works. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good one.